Lirboyo is the name of a village used by K. Haji Abdul Karim to become the name of an Islamic boarding school. Lirboyo Islamic Boarding School is located west of the Brantas River in the valley of Mount Willis, Kediri City. The beginning of the establishment of the Lirboyo Islamic Boarding School is closely related to the migration of K. Haji Abdul Karim to Lirboyo village. The history of the founding of the Lirboyo Islamic Boarding School began when K. Haji Abdul Karim settled in Lirboyo village around 1910 AD. This incident occurred after the birth of his first daughter, Hannah, from his marriage to Nyai Khadijah, namely the daughter of K. Saleh Banjar Melati. The migration of K. Haji Abdul Karim to Lirboyo village was because of encouragement from his father-in-law, who at that time was a preacher. K. Saleh hoped that with the stay of K. Haji Abdul Karim in Lirboyo, the shi'ar of Islam became wider. Apart from that, the migration was also at the request of the head of Lirboyo village to K. Saleh to be willing to place one of his sons-in-law in Lirboyo village. With this migration, it is hoped that Lirboyo, which was originally haunted and prone to crime, will become a safe and peaceful village. The village head's hope came true. It is said that when at the first time K. Haji Abdul Karim settled in Lirboyo, the land was done adhan on it. At that time, the residents of Lirboyo couldn't sleep all night because of the movement of spirits who ran helter-skelter to save themselves. After 35 days of occupying the Waqf land, K. Haji Abdul Karim built a small, simple surau or musalla to get closer to the Creator. The first student to study at Lirboyo was Umar, who came from Madiun. His arrival was welcomed by K. Haji Abdul Karim because his aim was good, namely for talabul ilmi, gaining religious knowledge. During his time as a student, Umar was very tenacious and painstaking. He was completely obedient to Kiai. At the same time, 3 students followed in Umar's footsteps. They came from Magelang, which was the area where K. Haji Abdul Karim came from. They were named Yusuf, Somad, and Sahil. Not long after, 2 students arrived, named Shamsuddin and Maulana. Both came from Gurah, Kediri. Like the previous students, the arrival of these 2 students was intended to deepen religious knowledge from K. Haji Abdul Karim. However, after only 2 days of their stay in Lirboyo, all their belongings were stolen by thieves. Indeed, at that time, the situation of Lirboyo was not completely safe. Finally, they both gave up their intention to seek knowledge. They returned to their hometown. Year after year, the existence of the Lirboyo Islamic Boarding School is increasingly known to the wider community. More and more students are arriving following the previous students to seek for knowledge. In 1913 AD, K. Haji Abdul Karim built a mosque in the middle of the boarding complex as a place of worship and a means of ta'lim wa ta'allum for students. In general, K. Haji Abdul Karim is a simple and down-to-earth figure. He likes to do riyadah, cultivating the soul, or penance. So it seemed as if his days only consisted of recitation and penance. In the 1950s, when K. Haji Abdul Karim was performing the Hajj for the second time, his health condition was no longer possible. Previously, he carried out the Hajj pilgrimage in the 1920s. However, because of his determination, his family finally agreed to leave him to perform the Hajj. At the time, he was accompanied by his close friend K. Haji Hashim Ash'ari and a philanthropist from Madiun, namely Haji Khazin. The figure of K. Haji Abdul Karim is a figure who is very steadfast and disciplined in his worship, even in whatever and however condition. This was proven when he was sick. He was still persistent in giving recitations and leading congregational prayers, even though he had to be supported by the students. Finally, in 1954, precisely Monday, the 21st of Ramadan, 1374 Hijriah, K. Haji Abdul Karim passed away to Rahmatullah. He was buried behind the Lirboyo Mosque. The Lirboyo Islamic boarding school developed into a center for Islamic studies decades before the independence of the Republic of Indonesia. In fact, during independence offense, the Lirboyo Islamic boarding school played a role in the struggle movement in sending its students to the battlefield, such as the offense of the 10th of November 1945 in Surabaya. As a center for Islamic education, the Lirboyo Islamic boarding school produces a generation of people who are spiritually intelligent, intellectually intelligent, capable in diverse fields, and also capable in authentic Islamic religion. The Lirboyo Islamic boarding school combines traditions that are able to feel modernity and is proven to have given birth to many figures who are both religious and socially pious.